Hey, welcome back. It's Matt with White Knight Garage. Quickly wanted to shoot a video and show you an issue that I had here with the 69 Vet. This is the door handle on a C3 Corvette. For those of you who either own one or know about them, worked on them, this is nothing new to you. It sits inside this cavity and it's held in place by the two nuts on the bottom. Those weren't the issue. The issue was what I like to call this hinge pin. And I have it pulled out to show as an example here. That hinge pin, if you can imagine, is actually stuck inside the fiberglass door here, not allowing me to pull this out. And if I would have pulled too hard, I could have hurt the fiberglass, which is repairable, but I'd prefer not to do, or just have it stuck completely in there. So give me a second here. I'm going to get over to the bench and put it in the vise and show you how I fixed the problem. All right, we're back to the vise. I have it in the vise, again, just to show you from demonstration purposes. You can see that pin stuck out, and now it's been fairly cleaned, so it moves pretty freely. But let me show you how I made this fix. The first thing I used is a flathead screwdriver that you can see here. A little better light. And the idea here is you push down on the door handle, you hinge it open, and then you have to pull it up. And the reason why you pull it up is the handle itself has holes where the pin goes through, and there's two locations, one here and one here, and I'll flip this around so you can see it in a moment. You take your flathead, you stick it between the spring and the body, and all you do is you slowly push it in. Now I had to use a lot of WD-40, and it required many forwards, and then it gets stuck, push it back a little bit, about a millimeter or two, and then more WD-40, and push it back in. I don't know if you can see in the camera that we're actually moving that pin. That is how I solved it. Now, it took me an hour and a half to do this job, so patience and perseverance paid off here. Now, to show you what the back side of this thing looks like in case you have the same problem, or if you're just curious, here you can see the pin goes through, and I'm going to call this the outer body. There's a hole on either end, and that is it. And the pin itself just rides on the outer shell, if you will, or outer part of the body here in the middle. The actual mechanism, the handle itself that you rotate, you can see there's two places for that pin to go through. So that's why it's important, if you push it down and you move that pin, you're going to end up hitting the edge of where that hole is. See that there? So if you pull it up, you can align those more, and holding the light at the same time, and you're more likely to succeed feeding that pin. If that doesn't work for you, I really think that the only other option you have to push this down and finding a way to cut here, and if it is up into this part here, cutting here and there. So you have 4 cuts you'd have to make. Then you can pull the handle out and allow you to get to this piece that's sticking out, and maybe being able to press it into the door and then pull your handle out. And all you would hopefully need is a new hinge pin if they're available. I'm sure you can find them somewhere. Obviously, you can buy new door handles, but if you're like me, trying to keep all the original parts as much as you can, I would probably try to find one of these or make one myself. So there's the fix. I hope you enjoyed it.